You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
The following broadcast is brought to you by Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Marked Out Wrestling Podcast is not affiliated, nor do our opinions reflect those of WWE, NXT, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, or any other professional wrestling promotion.
Gather one, gather all, smart marks of the world unite. This is Smackdown.
And now for the most opinionated man in the world. A guy who got no match predictions right at WrestleMania. Known to be a chauvinist a majority of the time. He believes in karma, yet violates it every day. You either agree with him, or you're wrong, basically.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Here is the Jew who leads the crew, Adam Bomb.
Well, welcome to Smackdown. We got a lot of fun tonight. We got some new segments. We got some old segments. We are, for the moment, Bob absent, so that's probably a good thing for the board. But the people that are here, I got Stone Age Steve Awesome right across from me.
What's happening?
I've got Mike Cena to my left.
The champ is here.
Are we doing one of those nights again?
It is one of those nights, and I am the Jew that leads the crew, Adam Bomb. On our board here in the room is Rody. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm here, everyone. I'm here.
And who's in the chat room?
In the
Rody?
chat room. Good. You got right to him. All right. We got Daniel Price on the board. Noah is there. Stephen Lopez. Juan is on the board.
Well, they were anxiously awaiting.
Yeah, they have been. Cody Williams is there. Christopher Stikelether is there. And yeah, so I think I saw Upload Test it there at one point. The Hall of Fame inductee.
There you go.
Mayor Upload Test.
Congratulations again. Don't forget to send us your address. We've got something special to send you for that.
We would love to have that.
All right. Getting into it. Stevie, I think you got some stuff for the Mud Report, don't you?
Yeah, I can start it off.
Do you want to do some housekeeping?
Wait, sorry,
Sure.
we got to do housekeeping.
All right, here we go.
Clean that shit up.
Housekeeping?
No, thank you. Sleeping.
Housekeeping?
You come back in an hour.
Here are your Marked Out Wrestling housekeeping notes. Follow us on Twitter and chat with us throughout the week at Smart Mark Show. Send your thoughts and opinions via our email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us to get a better look inside our faction on Instagram at Marked Out Wrestling. Call us during a live broadcast or leave a message for a future show on our U Record Studios fan line, 704-444-0084. Like us on Facebook to argue politics and religion at facebook.com/markedout1. That's marked out the number 1. Finally, see what is coming up throughout the week on our website, www.markedOutWrestling.com. Get connected.
Housekeeping, you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel is this? Oh, it's you. Can you dig it? Dig it, sucker, sucker.
Now it's time for the Mud Report, Stevie, but before that, we'll let it breathe for a second while I do the other stuff. We got This Week in Wrestling History. Did that shit happen? 3 key ingredients, the whole 9 yards, some new fun stuff. Stevie.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
All right, guys. Well, one thing I got, the decision to downplay Cena tying Flair's record for the 16-time champion was that they didn't want to call attention to the short reign he's about to have because he's going to be losing the belt at the Elimination Chamber. It's a rumor. But
Well, Medine was the one calling that.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mike Cena can speak for Medine,
it's
but
almost
he was
not
the
a
one calling
surprise
that
anymore.
Yeah, that Randy's going to fight Bray for the title.
That's why we didn't see Flair.
What do you think, Medine?
What do you think?
That's Mike Cena.
I'm sorry, Mike Cena. What do you think?
The champ says he's not losing the belt at the chamber.
Okay, well, I see it happening just so they can give him 17 at Mania.
Well, again, I told you, like, the undercard lately at Mania, when they have such big feuds going on, the undercard needs those belts. And Randy and Bray, it sweetens the deal. It puts them, to me, kind of maybe in a Brock and Goldberg type of feud for the universe, not on, the marquees and stuff that it's going to sell tickets, but it makes us care.
Yeah.
A little more.
Well, I thought about this today. I was like, how could they give Cena 16 and not have people go crazy? Here's how you do it. You allow Roman Reigns to be number 30 in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And then you forget that Cena won 16.
It's like a wag the dog kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
What else you got, Steve?
Can I do the board real quick? I'm sorry.
Sure.
Daniel Price had something. He said, news, Reigns versus Undertaker, all but inked for Mania. Strowman will be involved somehow. Owens may be dropping the belt to Goldberg if he does not drop it to Reigns. So that was what he said there. Sorry. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Okay. Well, the WWE may be trying to find talent from the NFL. Their draft prospects, that's coming up soon.
They always do.
But more particularly, the GMs and scouts actually, when they see a player that's deemed unfit for football, but they give them the pass along notes to the WWE how they think this guy might be a worthwhile talent.
Oh, that's where we
There's
got
some tackle
Roman,
from
Titus,
Michigan,
Mojo, all those guys.
But then what does that do
Bill
to
Goldberg.
the developmental people they already have? You know?
Well, they would go to NXT first.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, I mean,
is there enough room for these guys?
Well, they would be on NXT for 2 months, just like Roman was before he was pushed up to the main roster.
The process is whether they reach out, whether WWE reaches out to them or not. However the transaction starts, doesn't matter. The process is you come in for a tryout, and then you come for a second tryout if you pass that much.
All at the Performance Center?
Yeah, and then you're signed to a developmental contract at NXT. Now, you can go to the first tryout, they tell you fix some shit, and then you try out for another first time later. That's happened before. But, so these NFL guys, they still have to go through the actual tryout process.
Right.
Unless you're talking like Adrian Peterson wants to get in. Then
but isn't there also some truth to the Baron Corbin thing? He made 3 phone calls, he said,
I
and
think
I kind of believe that.
To follow that model a little bit stronger now with this. So.
Well, I'm sure there's some cookie cutters, they have on the wall. Like, do we have somebody filling that spot?
Yeah.
Okay, that guy looks that way. Let's put him in there.
There's a lot of guys though that way. Ron Simmons, The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
The list.
Well, Rock never played professional though. He played Miami.
I just think there may be.
But I'm saying that background, that style.
There
that's
might
why
be
there's
just
so many
more of it
spears
coming down the road.
Oh, so you're saying there's going to be more coming?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we don't.
That's
need
a rumor.
We don't need it.
Was that it?
That's all I got.
Mike Cena, you got something?
I got something.
You got some verklempt.
Yeah, you get the semen out your mouth.
Yeah, he's not used to talking so quickly
get
without
Flair's
the pause.
semen off your lips.
There you go. Wipe it off. Woo! You noticed Cena did do a figure 4 in that match.
I did indeed.
Rick's got to.
What you got, Cena?
Regarding my rival Randy Orton, his comments immediately after the Rumble were surprising. He said, and I quote, "It's just as exhilarating winning this time as it was the first time I entered. You never miss that feeling. You can't duplicate it." And also saying that in addition that at this point in his career to get an accolade like this means a lot more to him. And then playing off of that, AJ had this to say about Randy, that was his upcoming dream opponent or the next guy that he would like to get into a program with. And AJ also mentioned...
Could it be a fatal 4-way with Bray, Randy, AJ, and Cena?
It could, but I think he wants to go one-on-one with Orton, and just he always has.
Oh, yeah, I've never done that one.
Because they've never done that.
Yeah.
And also, he was talking about his NXT possibility back way when he was coming in, and how that was never even a possibility for him because he's not a spring chicken. And because of
Rob,
his
you would
talent.
like this. They tease next week for the first time ever on SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
Randy Orton versus John Cena 1-on-1.
First time ever
on SmackDown Live.
Oh my God!
That's how they twisted it.
Live.
Oh my God!
Okay,
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
And you know what? And Goldberg was the greatest
Separate but
WCW champion of all time.
All right, well let's
live.
Okay, I have something real quick though.
All right, go for it.
I read a report today that people like Bobby Roode, Roderick Strong, even Austin Aries, possibly some of these people who are currently in NXT who have carried their names with them from their previous companies. The Vince is going to put a name change mandate on them before they elevate to the main roster. Again, this is a dirt sheet thing, so it could be a rumor.
Is that why he moved Joe up now?
Possibly.
So that he could then put the mandate in place afterwards? Because Samoa Joe, what would they call him,
What would you call Bobby Roode at this point, though?
I don't know. I mean, this is what I read, and I read
but the fans are going to call him that no matter what.
And I read this from 4 different sources. It's saying that this rumbling
already done it by now.
Names should be grandfathered in.
I agree, but it's a copyright. It's a trademark thing for Vince.
Right.
I know, because he's still worried about all the money he lost from Kurt Angle using his real name, but he had to.
But I think
the thing is
too far now.
That's so
we already know him.
Well, guys, Brother Nero. I've never referred to, unless we're talking about Final Deletion, him as Brother Nero. He's always Jeff Hardy every other time I'm talking about him.
Right.
You know, so it doesn't matter what they call him. It doesn't matter what your name is. You're still going to be Bobby Roode. What's the board say?
A couple things on the board. Noah corrected me, saying Rock actually played in the Canadian Football League, so there was a level of professional football in Dwayne's history.
Who corrected you?
That'd be Noah.
Noah's slowly turning to the dark side.
Daniel, the irony in WWE is dodging the concussion findings regarding NFL to try to wiggle out of the lawsuit. Ain't that a bitch? Corbin is a better fighter than talker, says Christopher, and Wyatt's get the title at Chamber, drops it to Orton at Mania, Styles and Orton at SummerSlam.
Ooh.
That would be nice to see that rivalry. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, RKO on a 450 attempt. Don't care if it's impossible. I would jizz my pants, says Noah.
That would be insane.
That super RKO he does when someone jumps off the top rope, that'd be amazing.
Oh, the phenomenal forearm. He just catches him fucking that. Yeah.
Oh, the exchanges they could do.
Yeah.
Moving
Superman
on.
Punch.
No.
Oh,
damn it. Wrong button. Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. Where the fuck is Bob at?
Fuck Bob.
This day in wrestling history.
So this day in wrestling history, a couple things happened. One, Bob was supposed to read, and he's not here to read it. 18 years ago today, Shohei Baba, best known to wrestling fans as the legendary Giant Baba, died of cancer in Tokyo, Japan. He was 61 years old. Of course, we've mentioned him before, but he had a very legendary career, influenced a lot of guys, and basically is kind of a creditor, I think, for the Japanese wrestling scene. The other note of 17 years ago today, on Raw, former WCW champions Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, and Dean Malenko all made their WWE company debuts, running in during a tag team match between the Outlaws and Head Cheese. Head Cheese, as you remember, was...
Head Cheese?
Yes, that was Al Snow and Steve Blackman.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Jim Ross dubbed the foursome as the Radicals.
Oh, God,
Radicals with a Z.
Yep. Giving birth to that name for their stable that they would go by, and we commonly still refer to them. I can't stretch this out to wait for Bob, so I guess we're not doing Did That Shit Happen this week.
Yeah, what the fuck, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Wait, hold on. One.
What? What? Who's on first?
I was looking for something, and I just...
we got some fun segments later on that will be more fun, probably without Bob shitting on them.
Bob, are you there?
Hey, what's up, man?
There's
There he
Bob.
is.
There's
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what do you think about Cena tonight?
That man's booty doll.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to rub his nipples?
That man's booty doll.
Yeah.
Hey,
just the booty, I guess.
What did you think about all the wrestling storylines tonight?
I was confused by it.
You're always confused.
Okay.
He is. It's because Roman wasn't on the show.
Hey, Bob. Did you one time have a bukkake moment with Roman, Dolph, and Apollo Crews?
That shit happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it did.
Not surprising.
I mean, there's a reason it says it on the bathroom stalls in Memphis.
Did you steal a bicycle from a little girl?
That shit happened.
Yes, he did.
Oh, one more thing.
I witnessed that firsthand.
Hey, everybody. Rob wins.
Okay. All right. So anyway.
Now we
thanks,
have it.
Bob.
Thanks for participating once again, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Don't be a stranger.
So let's go on to the fun stuff.
What you need to make a good Smackdown is your 3 key ingredients.
So our 3 key ingredients tonight. Number 1, oh yeah, SmackDown has a tag team division. Number 2, my hero. I'm sure all of you can guess who that is. And number 3, we're going to, because we've only got 2 SmackDown lives to basically react to before we get to Elimination Chamber, we're going to talk a little bit about the Chamber card in topic number 3. Let's get it going.
Number 1.
Number 1, oh yeah, SmackDown has a tag team division.
I remember those guys.
Yeah, they brought them all out tonight, and it was just a huge clusterfuck of chaos.
I guess it's the only way to get airtime is to throw them all out at one time. But
Well, and the only thing I can think of is because the roster is so small going into this next pay-per-view, and we're going to discuss it more in number 3, that they're going to do some kind of tag team turmoil where one after another, so there's like 4 or 5 pins from everybody in the division so that they can make this an actual pay-per-view.
They'll get some time.
Because we're going to talk about it later, but they put the 6 biggest names in one match. They don't have much of an undercard otherwise. Your mic's not on.
Sorry, you were coughing. Go ahead, Cena.
They throw all of their tag teams out there all at once.
You think it's not going to be a turmoil? It's going to be like a battle royal?
Well, listen. First of all, the whole point of doing this fake battle royal was ridiculous because it's after the Royal Rumble.
Well, it was just
all
chaos.
of that was just stupid.
I mean, they called for an open challenge, and everybody comes out of the locker room.
Right. Why not have the announcers allude to some type of tournament? They've got enough teams, obviously. We just saw them all. They've got enough shows. They've got enough time.
But they've been burying them since the brand split. Breezango, Ascension, Usos even have disappeared. But that's what I'm saying. Now they're trying to push them again. Alpha are the champs, and Heath and Rhyno used to be the champs, and they've forgotten about the rest.
Not
of
necessarily push them. You're just if you're filling the airtime, you're putting 2 tag team matches in each SmackDown between now and the pay-per-view.
Yeah, you're throwing the 10 guys who haven't been on a pay-per-view in 5 months on the road to WrestleMania, giving them
American
some airtime.
Alpha is still coming out on top.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. It feels like a pre-show match that they're going to have to throw in the actual card. Is all I'm saying.
Noah's saying that SmackDown needs the revival.
It does.
That would be nice.
Maybe that debut would make me give a fuck.
I don't know.
Have them go against Alpha. I mean,
here's my thing.
But we just saw it right before Alpha left.
It's selfish. I mean, you guys on SmackDown have legitimate tag teams. They're just not being used right.
Correct.
And now you want more. Now you want the other ones too. Raw actually needs some legitimate tag teams on their roster.
And does SmackDown
even some illegitimate tag teams?
Yeah, but does SmackDown?
That's what I'm saying.
Does SmackDown Live really need another NXT team that's gonna get buried? Because every one of them was great on NXT.
If you write them in the storyline the right way,
Tyler Breeze, Ascension,
and now they're not.
I mean,
the only way
Vaudevillains, all these were good workers on NXT, and we're getting over. That's how they got to the main roster, and now they're just grabbing shovels and digging their own graves.
Well, that's what you got to do now for right now.
I will echo Christopher here. The only reason I think that Revival going to SmackDown is even remotely a good idea, or even fair, honestly, is if at Mania it is Revival versus American Alpha.
But again, right before Alpha got elevated, they lost the titles to the Revival. They won and lost them, and then moved on, and it was DIY time.
At that point, I don't know. That Mania match, I don't care if there's a title involved. That Mania match would be great because we've seen it great before, and I will watch that again.
Yeah, I mean, I will watch it again. I'm just saying I'd rather see some new stuff. A lot of these nostalgia matches, like if Cena doesn't drop the title, he's fighting Orton. We've seen that a gazillion times. Not at Mania, but we've seen it. What else is on the board?
I just want to announce that the shit man is here. The shit man is here.
All right, Bomb Squad in attendance.
As he says, the award-winning Hitman is here. Steve,
that is, by the way, I was going to give Bob a big intro about how he was the 3-time Smart Mark Award winner, but nothing. No. So at least we got one award winner.
Exactly right.
And we got a Hall of Fame member.
Noah and Steven are both saying DIY to Raw. DIY to Raw and Revival to SmackDown. I don't know, man.
I'm just worried they'll be buried.
I just think it's selfish. You can't have all the
205 type person. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. You just can't have all the tag teams. That's all I'm saying.
Well, especially if you're not going to use them. This is the first time most of them have been on TV in months. That's all I'm saying. Oh, except for that lumberjack off last week. Let's just move on.
Number 2.
I wish I had remembered to tell you this earlier. I wanted you to cue up Foo Fighters, My Hero. Of course, Dave Grohl wrote that for Kurt Cobain.
You sang that at karaoke before, Steve.
Yeah, I'm not doing it right now.
But for me, it's going to be Randy Orton. When it was just him and Roman at the end of the Rumble, I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
He ruined my whole night.
Yeah.
Everybody else was drunk. I drank just as much as everybody else, but I think I was too angry to ever get drunk.
Yeah, you were whiny little bitch.
Yeah, I was just pissed off, pissy. Yeah. So Randy Orton, you are my hero. It would maybe if he ends Cena 16, that's even better for the world. He can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, take them both down in a matter of months. I like what they're doing with Randy, but because Randy's not in the chamber, it feels obvious that he's going to fight Luke Harper in the undercard of Elimination Chamber.
Sure. And going back to his Rumble win, I mean, I think most of us were surprised and shocked. But maybe this is Vince's way of saying, hey, you know what? You took a blow to the head at SummerSlam. You helped bring Bray up and give him a first title.
Maybe this is a reward.
Last year you missed WrestleMania in 9 months because you had your injury, and then your baby came also. So he's missed a lot of time.
This is an earned reward.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have
Vince
a problem with Randy getting a second.
Well, he had the big push a few years ago, a couple years ago.
When he won Money in the Bank. That was the last time.
And then he main evented WrestleMania.
At 14, 3 years ago, 14.
Yeah.
So he did main event WrestleMania with Batista and Daniel Bryan.
Here's my question, and it's kind of maybe a little off topic, but kind of in there still. Noah is saying Cena will just win it again, and my thing is, do we think this is his last title, or is he going to take 17? And will it be over Randy who gets it?
I think this is his last title for a while. I see before his career's over, he gets 17. But I think it is his last title for a while.
If he I disagree. I think if John wins 17, that it's probably going to be against Randy.
Well, but I mean, Randy's going for lucky number 13 right now. I mean, that's the other thing. Randy's not, seemingly close to the end of his career either, and he's at 13 if he wins.
Well, this is the time to push him, and I'm thinking maybe if Bray gets the belt,
this is Randy's last push.
It'll be him and Bray in WrestleMania.
We were just talking a couple months ago
you
about
think it's
how
Randy's last push?
He's last big push.
He still looks like he can go. I mean, I don't know if he cares.
I know it's funny though, because a couple of months ago we were talking about how we didn't think he cared. How he looked sloppy in the ring.
You know what?
Busted open by Lesnar.
You know what? Shit. WrestleMania. This WrestleMania, Roman Reigns retires Undertaker, and then the next WrestleMania, Roman Reigns gives Cena 17 in the main event.
Oh no.
Oh, I hate you right now. I hate you
because you fucking.
Why'd you have to bring Roman Reigns? This is not the Raw show.
No,
sorry,
this is not Raw.
All right,
had to do it.
Can we move on?
I guess so.
What else do you have?
I was just saying, we'd never seen Cena and Orton at WrestleMania, like you said earlier, but 1,000 times every other.
Okay, but
so they've never done WrestleMania together.
Yes,
so they have with Triple H.
Okay,
with Triple H. That's the only
they
time
did a
they've
triple
done it,
threat.
Okay.
Well, no, they also
no.
Oh no, that was Angle, Mysterio, and Orton.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Cena. Not
Daniel likes to he reiterates this. He says it every show. Flair has 22 official titles, but Vince refuses to recognize NWA. So still.
There you go. Then we can hold our silver lining. Don't forget, if Bob was here, he would cite that Jerry the King Lawler has like
64.
40, he has 42 Memphis ones.
Flair
alone.
doesn't even say that.
This Cena Orton rivalry is this generation's Stone Cold Rock, this generation's Bret Shawn.
No,
that was 10 years ago. This was the rivalry.
No, but they didn't run it into the ground like they have these.
They had both of them had like 4-year runs, and they had like 2 years within those 4 where they were actually at each other.
They were really good.
Yeah, but
these guys
really
have been going
big.
for over a decade.
Okay, yeah, Rock and Stone Cold entertained other feuds during that time, and then went
They
back
have
to
too.
each other. No,
that's exactly what they've done.
They stayed in peripheral and right there.
No,
the
what
whole
I'm
time.
saying right now, this is what that is. You're missing the point, as usual.
Number 3.
You don't listen enough.
Number 3, Elimination Chamber. So we got 2 matches added tonight. Nikki and Natalya, who gives a shit. And the other one, the big one, Elimination Chamber. It is announced Cena will defend against AJ Styles, The Miz, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, and Dean Ambrose.
Wait, no, do this again. What now?
It's Cena defending against AJ Styles, The Miz, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, and Dean Ambrose. And before we talk about that, my other guesses are, of course, Alpha's going to fight somebody. I think a tag team turmoil. I think Orton and Harper's obvious. I think Dolphin, Apollo Crews, or Kalisto is obvious.
That's a early show.
Yep. I think Becky Lynch is with Mickie James. And I think that Naomi has to go for the title. She pinned Alexa Bliss again tonight.
She's getting a push.
So
she actually looked kind of good in
She was going to get a push back a couple years ago, and then she injured herself. She was about to get the title. She was about to get the strap.
So with the Chamber being probably the main event, it probably obviously will be.
Bray wins.
Do you see that Orton helps Bray win?
Sure.
I mean, it's a Chamber. There's no DQ. Remember Flair threw the sledgehammer.
He screws over Cena.
Yeah.
And then you have your Cena Orton match at Mania for no belt, just a straight up grudge match.
Or you could have
no. Orton still has.
I think Orton's going to get the title.
No matter what, Orton has a title shot.
Oh,
at
and
Mania.
then you have okay.
Orton has a title shot no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whether it's Bray, whether it's Cena, doesn't matter.
So he gets Bray the belt, and then him and Bray battle at Mania.
Yeah.
And Cena fights Undertaker.
Yeah. What if Taker comes out from underneath the chamber?
and Taker attacks
I don't know.
Cena.
It's the way that Taker looked at Roman, I think it's all Roman.
I'd rather see Randy be the cause to help put Bray over than Taker.
Right.
That's just my
That makes
personal
more sense.
opinion. But most of that card seems like a big pile of dog shit.
Yeah,
The
Dean's
thing
in
is,
it. Yeah, Dean.
Okay, you want to talk about Dean tonight again? And I kind of had an intelligent conversation because you weren't here, because this is where you just have blinders on. But
Okay.
Dean Ambrose, I figured this out. When he's with another guy, the match looks good when the other guy can do something right. But Stevie was the one who put the words to it. He said he's not a ring general, and he's not. He can go, and he can go with certain people, but Stevie was the one who coined it right.
Who?
Dean.
Dean can go with who?
He's put on good matches with Kevin Owens. He's put on good matches with AJ Styles. He's put on good matches
Somebody
with
else has
Seth
to take the
Rollins.
lead.
I mean, he's had good matches. He even had a good match.
They had good matches, and he was there.
He didn't need to be carried, and he didn't carry anyone, and he didn't pull them down. Is what I'm saying.
He's so slow you can't carry him. He'll drag you to the ground.
No, but when he's in a match with someone who needs to be carried, it looks awful. And I'm not disagreeing with your points. Like when he fights Kalisto and stuff, it looks like garbage. When he fights The Miz, it looks good.
I completely disagree.
And I
with
don't
you.
think The Miz is, carrying him every step of the way, because then all these people are carrying with him. I think that he is not a general like Stevie said, but he can go with other people. What's the board got?
Looking on the board, first I'll say that Juan says Dean sucks balls.
Thanks, Juan.
Yeah. And so Christopher, a lot of chatting on here right now. Noah Meltzer knows who Cena is booked with at Mania. The only thing he would say is not good.
Damn it.
Okay.
Damn it. Really? Roman and Cena?
Oh,
Not
God.
Mania.
No. The
Oh,
only thing
I'm
worse
kidding.
is
It's gonna
Roman
happen
and Taker.
eventually.
Is there anybody that I know this is a SmackDown show, but it's still wrestling. Is there anybody at Mania that we would accept Roman fighting?
Strowman?
Yes. I thought Strowman, I was actually
Strowman,
accepting
Roman.
that.
Yeah, but then Roman would once again get over on somebody that nobody else can.
Yeah, and that's going to
what?
happen no matter
That's
what.
gonna happen no matter
That's
what.
going to happen no matter
So-
what. At
so-
least it keeps him from Taker and Cena
Yeah,
and big important
exactly.
people.
So it's the
puts
smartest
it-
kid in the slow class.
Well, and plus, if
Kinda
he
thing,
if he
yeah.
were fighting Strowman, that would be early in the card. If he's fighting Taker, that might be the last match.
yeah. Hitman says, I got love for you. Adam, I got love for you, brother. You're naming people who can carry matches with limp body. He can't carry, which means he should be a world champ. He shouldn't be a world champ.
Well,
Yeah.
and he was.
Well, I'll defend. Adam has always said Dean's better chasing than holding.
Yeah, he's the best as the bridesmaid. He can go with the U.S. and the IC title reigns as long as they're not more than 2 to 4 pay-per-views. He's not going to honky-tonk man it up like he did with the U.S. title.
John Estrada solved the riddle.
He did.
Roman Reigns, who would be an acceptable matchup at Mania, would be James Ellsworth. Yes, absolutely.
Another great bomb squad point. Good job, Estrada.
Good job, bud.
All right, so I guess we're going to move on.
Show me the money.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kiara from Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Since Royal Rumble 2016, we have been striving to bring you an entertaining smart mark perspective from the world of professional wrestling. What we do is a labor of love, but new equipment and segments cost time and money. If you have enjoyed our show, we ask that you become a patron and donate what you can to help us continue to improve and grow week to week. Make a donation and we will let you pick a topic or join us for a segment of the broadcast. It's real easy. Go to markedoutwrestling.com and click on the Be a Patron link at the top. We thank you in advance for anything you can do to help. And as always, thank you for the privilege of your time.
Show me the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! You my motherfucker! Show me the money!
Smackdown presents
Good, bad, and glorious.
Go ahead. Make my day.
All right, so we got 6 awards coming up. We got the good, the bad, the glorious. We got Who Booked That, formerly known as the Booker Botch. We got Who Got the Rub. For those that didn't know, that's formerly the Opportunity. And then the Announcer Botch Gold. And then, we're going to try and move fast through this because we got some fun trivia and a brand new segment lined up right after this. So let's go with the good.
Why do you always look at me for a sound effect? There
I
is
don't know,
no sound
I
effect.
think one day you'll actually do my production
You've
notes.
never asked me to do a sound effect.
I did.
For that.
Oh my
Not
God!
for the categories.
I did. I said, "Here's the new
All right,
categories."
fine. Here you
yes,
go.
I totally
Good.
You go fuck yourself, Steve. Good.
My good was there wasn't much to choose from, but the AJ Dean match itself tonight is the good thing about tonight's show.
Yeah, that's why I think we're gonna fly through this because there wasn't much to choose from, and I got the same thing. Medine, what did you have? Or Mike Cena, excuse me. You still go to the mic like Medine.
Buzzing.
Oh, Dean AJ.
All right. Rob, you got a funny one? You got the board one? We might go too fast for the board. Probably have to catch back up.
My good is not having Bob tonight. There you go. There's my good. Noah, the good Miz on commentary made me more engaged in his exchanges with Corbin than the match going on. The good for Juan is AJ Styles. Steven says AJ Dean. And that's all we have so far. Wait, no, The Miz for Hitman. Natalya and Nikki match should be an all-out street fight, says Christopher. Okay, ending on that.
It's going to be garbage no matter what it is.
Garbage.
They could put him in a brawn panties match.
Oh, wait.
It doesn't matter.
John Estrada, the good Ratchet Raver, hides in a corner.
Yeah.
For most of that match, she kind of did.
Not witnessing Corbin's moose knuckle in the skinny jeans with Daniel Price is good.
Oh, well, I didn't witness it, so that's pretty good for me, too.
Okay, then.
I'm going to kick off the bad. Bad. This is the fucking first of 2 go-home shows is what it felt like, because I'm sure it's going to be another go-home next week.
Yeah,
the only difference
really build on the Chamber story tonight.
Yeah, they had 4 of the members out there. Next week, they'll have all 6 as the show goes off the air.
When is Chamber?
It's next Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Next
12th,
Sunday.
February 12th.
Okay, good.
Stevie, what was your bad?
My bad was their insistence on telling us about their numbers all the time. Like tonight, especially how their quotes from magazines about how great the Rumble was and how many things that are going on. It's just like they pimp themselves out too much.
And they were already pimping out Royal Rumble 31.
Yeah.
Come on. Mike Cena, what do you got?
They insist next week that it's going to be the first time. But you've seen Orton and Cena on SmackDown Live.
Come on.
That's so garbage.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible that they're even trying to do that work. Rob, bad, you and the board.
My bad is Bob's cell phone plan. The bad on the board is going to be Daniel Price. We're going to start there. The tag team clusterfuck is what he says.
Rob's ability to read production note.
What? Oh, shut up. Christopher.
That's why I look for you to sound effects.
Okay. Noah's bad. Naomi being pushed. Ellsworth and Carmella's storyline continuing when we know it's going to go nowhere. The bad for John Estrada, we have a tie. Natty thinking her chunky ass needs security, and Ellsworth thinking he's in the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
He tried to do
I heard
his
the Enzo thing.
He got like a makeover or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he looks like her little bitch now.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
Stephen Lopez, the bad is the camera showing Simon Gotch's drooping man boob over his singlet. Brian's bad is
he hasn't gotten to wrestle in a while. That's why he's gained some weight.
Twinkie. Brian's Hitman's bad. 7 men at the table during Dean versus Styles. It looked stupid, and Otunga kept looking at the camera like, "You believe this shit?" And the bad for one is the Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler, Apollo, Kalisto, bullcrap. He tried to take off Kalisto's match after
he did
squashing him again, and Apollo ran out to save him, and he ran away like a little bitch.
Yeah,
I hate when that guy, when the aggressive heel runs away, it's like breaking kayfabe. You fucked up.
Depends on how it's done, but yeah.
All right, glorious. Rob,
you want me to go first?
No, I wanted you to make a sound effect.
Oh, glorious!
There you go. That was kind of worth it. My glorious is fucking obviously Randy Orton. Doesn't matter about tonight. He got a win tonight, and that's great that he pinned Cena out of nowhere with an RKO. But he won the Rumble, so glorious. Thank you, Randy. Mike Cena,
rubbing my eye.
Rubbing my eye.
Always
Don't
ready
know
for the
why.
cue.
Don't know why. Oh, God.
Don't know why. Maurice.
All right.
That's enough said, I guess. Yeah.
He's a man of many words.
Maurice.
What do you got, Stevie?
Nothing merited me to give it a glorious word, so I had said nothing.
Wow, nothing.
How about your presence? How about celebrating your award?
Oh, yes, that would be glorious.
Best co-host.
There you go.
Holler.
All right, Rob, you're glorious.
My glorious is me winning best host.
You sure as shit didn't win best board operator, I can tell you that.
What the fuck, Over?
Hopefully our glorious is any time now they're announcing the radio awards.
Oh, yes.
We can't watch it 'cause we're doing
well,
this.
let's not mention it because we might lose.
Yeah.
We'll see. Glorious on the board. We're going to start with Daniel Price. He says, Ronaldo zinging JBL with a Blue Meanie reference. Noah saying Becky Lynch, dat booty dough, and Mickey Milf James. Mickey Milf James. Wow. Wait, wrong button. Sorry, hold on.
The booty dough.
Okay. Glorious for Stephen Lopez.
Welcome back, Bob.
Ms. squashing Corbin's NFL career on commentary. Oh, I got to hear that now. Randy Orton beating Cena with one RKO. No kick out Cena. Is the morning show getting to him?
Here's the thing. I didn't mind us recapping Talking Smack when it was right after SmackDown. Now it just we would never go on air if we just waited for the network to stop showing new shit on Tuesday nights.
Yeah. Glorious, couple more here. Juan says, Glorious AJ Styles making Dean look like he can wrestle. Wow. Hitman,
God damn it.
Hitman says, Glorious, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Glorious has to always be AJ Styles if he graces us with his sheer perfection. And there you go.
You know, every time he is on the show, it's gold. Whether he's had the title or not this whole past year, we've talked about Miz and Jericho, how it's like the year of them, but it's also the year of AJ. I mean, it's his coming out party in this grandest of stages.
Definitely, yes.
All right. Who booked that? Stevie, who booked that?
That whole tag team bullshit. It wasn't even. That? It was supposed to be a challenge match, and it turned out to be that, and nothing got resolved.
But at the same time, I mean, it was
so
chaos.
Happen next week.
Can you remember any time that an open challenge has been answered by the locker room?
Nope.
I mean, that was at least a little different.
For those who did not see that.
Okay, so they say they get out there, we're going to do an open challenge for a match, and the Usos have an entrance, and it seems like we're about to see, I even wrote it down, Usos versus Alphas for the title.
Yeah.
And then here comes Ascension, here comes Breezango, here comes, like, Vaudevillains, here comes
Slater,
Heath,
who I thought broke up.
And just like you like, Rob, every one of them had entrance music, play as they came down.
Sure.
So, and then it just turned into 10 guys just fighting randomly and, like, a shitty battle royal.
Okay, well, I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't miss it. Anything on the board, or for you, who booked that?
My who booked that is who booked Alexa's upcoming wedding? What the fuck? Who booked that? All right, who booked that on the board is, we're going to start with Noah, that tag team nonsense. Daniel Price says, again, I say the tag team clusterfuck. Christopher, AJ, and Dean. Brian Hitman says, who booked that Ellsworth segment? All of it. Tag team for Stephen Lopez. Who booked that is, for Juan, is Daniel Bryan, Natty, Nikki segment. Oh, God, I don't want to see that.
It was terrible again. The security guards, that's what they were referring to.
Double G Gaming, a.k.a. Berto, who booked that 6-person commentating booth. And John Estrada says, who booked that the entire show? It was kind of shitty. And just to recap, hey, guys, go and subscribe to Double G Gaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who got the rub? Who got the rub? Oh. The rub tonight, Naomi pinning the women's champ again. This time pretty clean. No assist or anything or screw job or any weird stuff like happened last night. There was no 6 people bullshit. Steve, who got the rub?
I had Naomi as well. She looked exceptionally better in the ring than I've seen her a long time. A lot of really high-risk moves.
She's an athletic girl.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but she botches so many of them when it comes time.
You know what? It takes 2 to tango. I'll just say that. It takes 2 to tango.
Right. Well, when she was with Natty, it was botchamania.
Well, it was through Natty.
That's why I'm saying I'm agreeing with you.
It's like
I'm agreeing with you.
I know. I just want to make the comparison or the example here, or whatever. Is that if you're somebody who goes 100 miles an hour all the time, like if you drive fast, right, and there's somebody who's fucking slow, they're always gonna fucking fuck you up at some point.
And in the South, they'll be in the left lane.
Remember, slow people are the ones that cause accidents.
Yeah, it's not us fast people. We're just trying to avoid you.
So right. Dean should cause a lot.
Dean, shut up. Buzzing.
I got to learn how to work the board and get rid of your asses. Yeah, so who got the rub on the board? Anybody else? Medine,
you want to
go
to Medine? To Cena?
Whatever.
Yeah, you wanted to Baron Corbin. He got the rub standing at the end of the night.
Yeah, he was the last finisher of all the 4
Maybe
finishers.
that's why he had moose knuckle.
Moose knuckle. Oh, and that belly button that looks like a sideways
At
vagina.
least he wears
or something.
a tank top now. Cover that shit.
He's got a puke.
Not when he wrestles. He wears it.
He's been wearing it wrestling.
I thought he still takes it off.
Okay.
Anyway,
enough Corbin talk.
Anyway, announcer Botch or gold.
You want to do my?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Rob got the rub.
So for me, I had a job one time and I showed up late, and I told my boss some bullshit fucking lie like everybody does. My alarm clock didn't go off, ran out of gas, whatever. And he looked at me and he said, "Dude, if you were out late drinking and you got some pussy, just come in here and say I got some pussy. I'd prefer you do that than fucking lie to me." So who got the rub? The only reason why Bob would stand us up like this, he must be getting the rub right now.
Oh.
So there you go, Bob.
Or
congratulations.
He's getting a temper tantrum of the terrible twos.
Ooh, he does have that going on.
I'm just saying.
All right,
that could be one or the other.
On the board, who got the rub? Naomi with the clean pin, says Steven. Hitman says, hopefully me later. Giggity.
You already have too many kids, Hitman.
Noah, I'm not reading that, Noah. I'm just not going to read it. Just because I don't want them to see what pain I'm feeling from reading it. John Estrada, who booked that the entire show? Oh, we did that already. The rub, me last night. Oh, Jesus Christ, people. You need to change the name of this fucking category.
I like it.
Wyatt going in the chamber with momentum, says Daniel Price. Thank you for that one.
Yes. There was a couple golds on there. Most of them were just filth.
Yeah, Double G Gaming, Naomi and Natalia are the most botch wrestlers after the Lucha Dragons.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Sure.
Announcer, botch, or gold. I'm going to start this one off. Mauro Ranallo referring to the road to WrestleMania as having a lot of potholes on it. I just thought that was kind of funny. Steve, did you have one?
I actually had calling Otunga counselor all night long from JBL was annoying to me, so I wanted to point that out.
Yeah, I hate JBL.
Yeah.
What do you got, Rob?
Announcer, botch, or gold. I'm going to go, hey, Bob. You know what?
That's a botch.
Fuck you, Bob.
Hey, everybody. Rob wins.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
That's a botch.
All right.
That's a botch.
Bob's the type of guy to have a threesome with two other guys. Says Double G Gaming.
The reverse Eiffel Tower.
That man's booty doll.
See what happens when you don't show up, Rob?
Got your ass.
All right.
Wait. Announcer botch. JBL burying the blue-haired jobber and Ellsworth. Actually, never mind. Keep that up. Okay. Whatever.
All right. Whatever.
It's trivia time. Oh, is it trivia time?
It's trivia time. Did you not read the
trivia?
I was just being extra.
So tonight, we have lyric trivia. I'm going to give you the lyrics to famous wrestlers' theme songs, and you've got to complete the line. So make sure you got some whiteboards.
I don't.
And get ready. Make sure you got your markers. Board, get ready to play at home. Noah, get your internet queued up. I know he loves when we accuse him of cheating.
Noah, make sure you get some whiteboard markers to dry erase. Don't get your Sharpies out now,
Yeah, no Sharpies on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
That'll be permanently there. In any event, let's kick it off. Our first one is the theme song from DX. So I'll give you the lyrics. You need to complete them.
You want me to give you some music for the background, or?
Oh, no, because I've got it. Anyway.
No?
Do you have them queued up?
I mean, I have music I can play. I didn't know if you wanted to do that.
All right. Well,
trivia music.
If you can play the sound effects, or it doesn't matter.
No, fuck it. Just do it.
I'm just going to read the question.
Okay, just do your thing.
You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Complete that line.
Okay, get one more time.
You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. It's a little softball to get us warmed up.
Everybody ready?
All right, Stevie, you kick us off.
DX is here. I couldn't think of
Wow.
the exact. I can't remember.
Oh, we're completing the line?
You're completing the lyric.
Oh. I just put down the name of the group.
Okay.
All right, what did you have, Medine?
And bow to the masters.
Yes.
Break it down.
Okay.
Yes. Bow to the masters is the exact part that we were looking for.
Okay.
You guys got the game now?
No, now I do.
Okay. Yeah. Dirt. All right, so next, we're going to do Randy's theme. Complete this lyric. You got rules in your religion all designed to keep you safe, but when the rules start getting broken, blank.
One more time.
You got rules in your religion all designed to keep you safe, but when rules start getting broken,
fuck.
There are 5 words we're looking for on this one. I'll go to Medine last because he's a Randy mark. You better have it. I'm sure Stevie's going to write something retarded.
I love that song, too. I'm dying here. I love that song.
Well, it was like, you know what prompted this, by the way, Rob, is last night when me and Brian thought the Nia Jax theme song was I'm Not a Monster.
Yeah.
And what did you say it was really?
I'm not like most girls.
I'm not like most girls. I had no idea.
This is a shot in the fucking dark.
Stevie, what do you got?
I had something with a snake. Just to make it rhyme, man.
Obviously wrong. What do you have, Rob?
Viper thing.
This is a shot in the fucking dark. You start questioning your faith?
That is correct.
Yes. Yes.
What did you have, Medine? You start questioning your
Yes.
faith. That is exactly right.
We got
I never listened to the lyrics.
Daniel got it. John got it.
Just listen to music.
Steven, Noah. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Brian,
so
Hitman.
Up next, we got the game. Here it is.
Oh, I love this song.
It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control and if you can take it. All about your debt and if you can pay it. It's all about pain. Blank. Again, looking for 5 words here.
Don't give it away.
It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control and if you can take it. All about your debt and if you can pay it. It's all about pain. Blank. I can hear Stevie's marker. He's got the Brian marker.
I am freaking done.
All right, then let's go to you, Rob.
Could do the opening and I'll finish it. Go ahead.
All right. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control and if you can take it. All about your debt and if you can pay it. It's all about pain.
And who's going to take it?
No.
No.
And who's going to take it? That's
No.
what I wrote.
No, that is wrong. Medine, what do you got?
Oh, who's
gonna make it?
Who's gonna make it?
Make it.
Oh, come on.
I am the game.
taking
You
the
don't want to
pain.
play me. That's the next
You were
Damn
too
it.
excited to let that
I
slide.
was. John Estrada got it right, and Daniel got it right. Damn it! I love that.
One little word that rhymes.
I know.
I play that shit on my gym workout
I
list.
know. That's why I'm saying I'm not a monster. You know, I thought for
Wow.
Nia, I thought this would be fun.
Steven got it. Good job, guys.
All right,
Fuck.
number 4.
Number 4.
Old Bobby Roode here.
Oh wow. Wow. Shit.
All right, glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious, and I will defend. I will defend, and blank. Glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious, and I will defend. I will defend, and blank.
Fuck. One more time.
All right. Glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious, and I will defend. I will defend, and blank. Stevie.
And I will be victorious.
No, he doesn't
thought it was
say it
just
3
repetitive.
times. Medine, you got something? He's drawing a blank over there. Rob is like taking the headphones off and singing to himself.
Damn it! I can't. You know what it is? It's your voice and the tone, and then
Oh,
everything
yeah.
else.
Oh, no, it threw me off.
I glorious. Fucking no.
You don't get it? All right. What's the board say? Let's give them a chance to guess.
Till I'm victorious.
No, that was Stevie's.
That's what yeah.
And I'll do what I must.
And I'll do what I must.
And I'll do what I must. That's what that
I
goes.
did not know that.
Yep.
I did.
He goes, I will defend,
Wait.
I will defend, and I'll do what I must.
Okay, hold on.
No, I won't give in.
It's on the second part.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the song.
No.
Oh, here it comes. Until I'm victorious, and I will do what I must.
That
Ah, damn. You know what? Now that I know that, I like that better. I like that song even more, and I already liked it. I already loved it. So
Yeah. I mean, you talk about gym workout. That one's on mine.
That's such a great heel line, right?
Dude, yeah. Everything about Bobby Roode is great.
Okay.
All right, we're halfway through. Next up is Edge. Edge.
Oh, Jesus. Which one?
On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. Better place and broken dream and blank. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. Better place and broken dream and blank.
Got it. Yep.
Yup.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You know how many? You know how hard it was to find some of these that when I looked them up, I was like, oh wait, that's an instrumental. Like I didn't even realize it when I was looking them up. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, a lot of those are just like in their beat lab in the headquarters. They just put them together in the basement. Yeah.
I thought about doing like Kurt Angle's and just seeing if you all guessed "You Suck." That was the lyrics.
You suck.
Yeah.
You suck.
All right, we're gonna go Rob first.
I steal your wife.
No, no.
But it rhymes. It does, and it makes sense.
Yes, in a limerick way, it would rhyme. Stevie, what did you have?
I come to life.
No.
Oh, no.
Medine.
Bitter place in a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind.
And we'll leave it all behind. He is correct.
Wow, Medine's awesome at this.
Yeah.
Steven got
That's
it.
just his voice throws me off.
Steven got it. Steven got
Quit
it.
coming up with excuses. You cheated at trivia
Rob
and
said
you
it
didn't
too.
cheat this time.
Noah says, and I'll fuck Lita. Daniel Price got it right.
Hell
John
yeah.
Estrada got it right. Hitman got it right. Yeah, all right. There
All
you
right,
go.
so this is probably an easy one. This is The Miz.
Okay.
I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you, blank.
Oh, God, I know this.
I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you, blank.
Got it. I think I'm good on this one. Yeah.
My marker is not working.
Neither is your brain. Just tell us what you would have written, Stevie.
What was it? Say it one more time.
I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you, blank.
Time for you to stay. I don't know.
Oh,
What is he, Lisa Loeb?
Stay. I missed you.
Medine, what do you got?
Time to get down on your knees and pray.
Time to get down on your knees and pray.
Yes, I got it. I got that one.
Good
And,
job. We got two more people on the board getting that one.
Yeah, we got Steven, Hitman, John Estrada, Daniel Price. Christopher got it wrong. He said you start questioning your faith. No, that's
No,
what I-
wait. That was
Randy earlier.
Yeah, that was Randy earlier.
That's what I did when I was 35.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe he's on a severe lag. Maybe he's guessing to the Randy question.
All hell flying.
All right, this one is Enzo and Big Cass.
Oh.
Enzo and Big Cass. You're soft, you're sloppy. They calling me Poppy. I roll in a Benz, blank. You're soft, you're sloppy. They calling me Poppy. I roll in a Benz, blank. One last time. You're soft, you're sloppy. They call me Poppy. I roll in a Benz, blank.
Okay.
All right, Rob, you go first.
You soft, you sloppy. They calling me Poppy. I roll in a Benz. I had chili. I think I needed Depends.
No.
Okay.
Stevie?
And I drink a coffee.
No. Nadine?
And I'm about to be outie.
No. Board got any guesses? Have they caught up?
Okay.
You guys are all wrong so quickly.
Let's see. Steven says you roll in a jalopy.
It's close.
Oh.
You're a broke jalopy.
No.
You're riding around in a beat up jalopy.
There it is.
All right, that was John Estrada.
Okay. Bomb Squad.
Double G says what Estrada says.
All right, so good job, Verto. So final one here. Final one. I'm kind of upset that Bob's not here for the final one. But the final one is the Big Boss Man.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, I saved this one.
Oh, baby.
Big Boss Man. Here we go. If you ever take a trip to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs. Respect the law and order, blank.
What a fucked up moment to stop there.
I know. If you ever take a trip to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs. Respect the law and order, blank. I know this is a hard one, so I'll tell you it's 4 words we're looking for. All right, here we go with this final one. We're going to start with Stevie. If you ever take a trip... All right, we'll start with Medine. If you ever take a trip to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs. Respect the law and order.
Of the Big Boss Man.
No.
No.
All right, Rob.
I know the answer, but I put something shitty down.
What'd you put?
I put Boss Man rapes Piper in purgatory. But no, the answer is you'll serve hard time.
You'll serve hard times. Yeah. Yes, that is the answer.
A lot of correct answers on the board on that one.
All right. So now.
Is that it?
That's it. We got our brand new segment. This is a fun one. We're going to probably do it maybe once a month, maybe just after pay-per-views or stuff. But this one is called BOTCH to the Future. BOTCH to the Future. We are going to predict 5 years from now. We are going to predict what the Royal Rumble will be like 5 years from now. We got 3 each. We're going to go around the table with them. I'm going to kick it off with mine. Mine is that Roman is the runner-up to the Royal Rumble for the 5th straight year, losing to The Rock this time. That's mine. What do you have, Steve? What is yours?
One of mine is the wrestler in NXT, Montez Ford, faces off against Seth Rollins for the unified title between SmackDown and Raw brands.
Oh, nice prediction
And
there.
Montez
Throw up
wins.
an
What the
NXT
fuck?
guy.
What the fuck?
5 years in the future. Stevie sees it. By the way, Nostradamus agrees on that one. What do you got, Medine?
I got Rollins winning the Rumble.
You got Rollins winning the Rumble 5 years from now. And Rob, what do you have to add?
This is fucking creepy. Well, first I had Apollo Crews eliminates Rollins. Then I had Roman Reigns comes out at number 30.
Oh wow!
And then I had,
You don't have to read all 3. We're going around one at a time.
Oh fuck. Okay, then forget about the Apollo Crews one. Okay.
Yeah. Quit salivating over there.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, I'm going to kick off round 2 with this one. 5 years from now at the Royal Rumble, Nostradamus predicts that 18-year-old Declan James McMahon will debut in the Rumble. That would be Shane's oldest son.
Wow.
Wow. 18, right before the Rumble, 5 years from now. Stevie, what was your next one?
My next one is the Toxic Avenger is actually a real wrestler at this point because he's the first mutant from the fallout of the War of 2017 we're about to get into. And he enters first in the Rumble and eliminates everyone.
That acid breath like Tajiri style?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Nostradamus agrees once more. Mike Cena, 5 years from now in the future, what do you see at the Rumble?
I see Roman losing to Tyler Breeze.
Is that a fantasy or a prediction? We will find out. Rob,
So this is
what
why
is your second
This
one?
is why I was like, what the fuck earlier, because my second one was Montez Ford wins the Rumble, eliminating Angelo Dawkins.
Oh, wow.
Oh, tag team partners split 5 years from now in the future.
Future.
And the final one. This is the final one for Nostradamus here. This is the last year that Vince's will determine the Rumble's card. That's 5 years in the future.
Yeah.
Stevie, what is your final one?
Actually, mine involves Vince too, but he's already passed by then, but his head still remains alive, and he still demands people to listen to him.
Like Futurama?
And
Get me out of my lockbox.
Roman Reigns cashes in Money in the Bank and cashes in on Montez Ford and takes it.
A lot of Montez Ford love on here. Medine.
I have Dean Ambrose finally coming back off the ropes.
No,
yes.
no. I didn't know this.
Sit the fuck down.
No, we got one here.
Hey, it's Bobby.
Oh, it's Bob.
Bobby got wifed and kid. He texted me. Bobby, what's up, bud?
What's going on, guys? Sorry. Every now and then, daddy shit gets in the way. You know how it is.
No, you missed all the analytical stuff.
Rob predicted you were getting pussy.
Yeah,
He was getting the rub.
He's getting the rub.
Come on, dude. Rob, I'm married. You know that ain't
No, I know. Sorry, bud.
Sorry, dude.
What do you need?
What do you need? So, Bob, we're at the future, 5 years into the future. Some of the highlights is that Steve says the Toxic Avenger will be a real wrestler after the fallout of the War of 2017. I've declared that...
I called just in time for this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
18-year-old Declan McMahon will join the WWE roster, debuting is one of my predictions.
Roman Reigns will be number 30.
Yeah, Roman Reigns will be number 30 is what Rob picked. And Medine says that Dean Ambrose will finally come back off the ropes. What?
You like that one.
This is also the last year
that one's a good one.
Yeah, this is also the last year that Vince's will determine the Rumble's card. So, and Steve thinks also Vince's head will be existing in a jar at this point. What would you predict for 5 years in the future?
I predicted that Vince was probably going to win his second Royal Rumble just to show the whippersnappers how it's really done.
His head wins.
Or somebody trips over it and falls over the rope. Probably be Roman.
Yeah.
Was that it? You didn't have any others, Bob?
No.
All right, Rob, what was your last one?
My last one, and we can do the board if you want.
All right.
My last one is CM Punk is still not in the Rumble.
That's too obvious.
a safe bet.
That's probably a safe bet.
Right. But
what does the board have? Did they come up with any?
Yeah, Noah says CM. Well, they came up with a lot. Noah says CM Punk will be back.
Nope.
Let's see. Try to find the right
You
line.
can go ahead and give it 50 years. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. John Estrada, 5 years from now, I don't plan on living that long. What the fuck?
Wow.
Okay. Daniel Price is Ryback gets a DeLorean. Double G Gaming, John Cena will win his...
Ryback gets a DeLorean and goes botch to the future?
Right. John Cena will win his 4th Rumble, and Styles will have his last appearance before walking out of the company.
Ooh. Just Punk style? Right after the Rumble?
Yeah. Hitman, 50-man Rumble. Hitman, see... Reigns enters his 2nd Rumble as champ straight, says Hitman. Double G says Vince is dead. Daniel Price, the Shockmaster never gets through the wall. Cena wins his 4th Rumble, says Double G Gaming. Brian Cage will be WWE Champion, says Noah. AJ Styles' last appearance before walking out of the company, says Double G Gaming.
Yeah, you already said that one.
No, it was another person said that.
Same thing.
Corbin wins Universal Championship. CM Punk goes back in time to gloat over being right and accidentally drops an actual pipe bomb.
Is that what kills Vince?
Right. Roman Reigns will wins a match in which he will be permanent entry number 30. The Royal Rumble finally comes to Baltimore, and Shawn Michaels still tries to plug something of his.
The Resurrection of Gavin Stone, Part 4.
The Marked Out Show enters its first Rumble live on the network.
There you go. Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Oh, that was Hitman.
There you go, Hitman.
Double G.
That's the best one.
Omega and Young Bucks will be in the Rumble. And tag team turmoil. Okay, yeah. So that's all of them.
All right, Stevie. Nostradamus approves of the Botch to the Future. We will do that again at some point.
It's cool.
But we need the cheap pop count of the night right now.
Well, I had 3 on this show and 1 on 205 Live.
All right, thank you, Stevie. Bob, do you have the report from Smiley Nation?
I do. We had 0 smiles, but he was busy unveiling his upset face, which is actually kind of like when a baby's shitting itself, but it's really not sure what's going on. Oh, it was a very angry face.
That
man booty doll.
I'm going to see that face soon enough. So, again, you didn't look at the production sheet, but do you have the voicemail I sent you?
I do.
All right. We got a caller here that wanted to comment. I think he was in attendance with Bob watching the Rumble as my butthole was tightening with Roman. But Mushmouth, take it away.
What's up, my bud? I just calling to check, see how like going to a table is like. But that must be an experience. And just gotta say, man, me and Bob were laughing and was off at the possibility of you getting that Roman head. I'm happy for you that you didn't, but dude, that would have been funny as hell. Anyway, man, just giving you a shout out. All right, take care, bud. Later.
Hey,
all right.
Next time you call, if you could take all the packing peanuts out of your mouth when you're talking.
That's how Mushmouth talks. Me and Bob are former members of Mushmouth and the Sad Bastards. Try being led by a guy you can't understand.
Was that a cover band?
Yeah,
you can't understand him.
Yeah, so call back in again though. That was fun for us. It's sounded like Firewolf John Ramsey for a little bit there. I think some words I heard your name, Bob. So you have to acknowledge that you know him.
Oh, dude, it was the half of the end of Rumbleness was spent with a room full of people going, "Fucking Adam's gonna have to get a Roman Reigns tattoo." Holy shit! Another person. There's no fucking way that one of the Wyatts is gonna win this. That son of a bitch is about to get a tattoo of Roman Reigns.
Dude, I was about to I'll get the tattoo. I would hold to my word, but then I was going to probably leave wrestling forever.
I've got to get that Facebook video,
Bob. Yeah,
just that reaction you had on your face.
No, I've seen the reaction video.
Yeah,
I referenced it that night with. I thought it was Steve that got left hanging for the 5.
Oh yeah. But you know what? The funny thing is, the minute that if you watch the video, the minute that Roman came out, Adam's face went fucking completely somber, and he just sat back in the corner, just fucking pissed the whole fucking time.
Like, it was
I wanted
Aaron
to
that realized it first. I was just like, oh, fuck, it's Roman Reigns. And I looked over, and Aaron is just, like, his jaws open. I was like, it's Roman. He goes, Adam has Roman. And I was like, and the whole room just stopped. It became a brand new show for us to watch.
That's what I said last night. We were drunk, but I did say that if it was not for the drama of Adam's tattoo, I would have been miserable from that Rumble.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about it.
I enjoyed the Rumble.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the whole pay-per-view, though. So.
Yeah, well, we disagree as usual.
Well, that's a good segue for the return of the Asshole Asylum.
Oh, wow, I forgot all about this.
Of course you did.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions. All right, that's it. Now it's my turn.
Hey.
5 minutes alone. That's all I need.
Hitman says he's still the only person who made it all the way through the live stream.
He was. I'm not surprised. At least it wasn't 14 hours this time.
Yes. Right.
So tonight's Asylum is going to be what I almost had to get a tattoo of. Roman the Martyr Reigns. 4 years and 2 months on the roster. And this is his accolades that Vince is making sure he's a part of everything. Vince is determined to not only put him over, but have him to be part of everyone else's glory. Let me read the list. Of course, he debuted alongside Punk and Heyman as part of the Shield to go against Cena. Of course, we know that he finished second last night in Randy's Rumble win. He had Seth, the only person who's cashed in a Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, be a part of that after he almost beat Brock without that. KO's first reign was over Roman. There were 3 others in that match. It was elimination, but still Roman was part of it. His Mania opponents, he's beaten Triple H for the title. He almost beat Brock for the title before that briefcase was cashed in. He won the Rumble only 6 months into his singles career. He's been inserted into the picture 1 month after the Shield breakup for title matches. Braun debuted attacking Roman. Don't forget that. Braun debuted attacking Roman. There's another one he gave him. Roman beat Bray in the first Hell in a Cell of both of their careers. He won a tournament to win his first title a la Randy Savage. 6-19-16, his first clean pin loss to Rollins at the Money in the Bank, and it was announced 2 days later that he would hold on to his number 1 contendership despite being suspended for substance abuse. He beat AJ in his first 2 title opportunities, basically keeping AJ from the title at the beginning. He ended Rusev's reign of legitimizing the U.S. title and all that wedding crap. He broke Kane's record of 12 Rumble eliminations. The Shield beat Evolution. Reigns and Rollins ended Team Hell No's gimmick and championship run. And he beat Orton to end his first feud as a singles wrestler at SummerSlam. This has all happened in 4 years and 2 months, and he possibly is going to get another title at some point, I'm sure, to go up to 4 already. This is Asylum dedicated to the undeserved man for all these accolades I just read, and even being a part of other people's accolades. This is Vince forcing him down our throats constantly, and it is undeserved. At least Randy, who is another legacy guy, had to earn everything that he got, I felt. Randy wasn't just handed a title except to screw over Brock, and it was taken from him a month later, and he didn't get another one until he really earned it. Vince just wanted him to have that name on there instead of Brock. But Roman is being handed things just because of his bloodline, and there's no way that anybody can justify that he has earned this. That resume is better than Taker's first 4 years. That's better than Warrior's first 4 years. That's better than everybody's. All of those guys that we think of had these great iconic matches or moments maybe twice a year. He's got all that list I just read in 4 years and 2 months.
Mania.
Yes. This will probably be the 3rd year in a row.
Hello, CM Punk. And speaking of CM Punk, don't forget that he was prematurely pushed to the main roster off a suggestion of CM Punk, and he was replaced by somebody that they had planned to put in to begin with.
And at the end of FCW, on Triple H's accord, he actually put the Shield, they weren't the Shield back then, in a triple threat match. The winner was the number 1 contender for the FCW title right before it went to NXT. He, of course, was the different character back then, but then got repackaged and was only even on, it was like 7 weeks on NXT before going to the main roster. This guy has never earned anything he's ever gotten, and That's why every podcast is upset with him. That's why everybody boos him. And the only people that don't know better are kids and Bob. You know, Bob and the women who just think he's attractive. Like the women act like he's Shawn Michaels, but they don't know that he has no talent.
Here's why I'm not upset with him. He hasn't done anything wrong. The guy is doing a job.
It doesn't.
If I come into work tomorrow and the guy that owns the company I work for says, Bob, I know you haven't earned this promotion, but you're now second in command, I'm not going to complain.
That's not the point.
That's not the point.
No. That's exactly the point. Y'all are pissed at the guy for doing his job.
Kurt Angle won an Olympic gold medal with a broken neck. He didn't get a great 4 years like this in his first.
That's not Roman's
No. First
no,
off,
but what I'm saying is, why is he handed it?
No, separate the two.
Y'all are hating a guy.
No, we're not.
For
no, we're not
doing his job.
No,
we're saying it's undeserved, Bob.
No. Look,
that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, I'm not hating a guy. Whatever. What's his real guy? What's his fucking name? What's
Joseph Anoy.
Joseph Anoy. I got no problems with. I have no problems with Joseph. I have no problems with Joseph.
No, y'all spend.
No, I am not
every
done.
Goddamn show y'all can.
Yes, Roman Reigns is a character.
Saying, okay, boss, I'll do what you've told me to do.
Yeah, okay. Well, the fault falls on Vince. That's fine. But Roman is the face of that fault.
My whole thing about
this is why I've always said the worst thing about modern pro wrestling is the fans, because y'all don't fucking get it's a guy doing his job. At the end of the day, it's a guy.
Bob,
it's an actor.
You're changing my
doing
argument.
The role he's been paid to do.
You're changing my argument about he does
No, I'm
not deserve
I'm telling
this.
You,
I'm putting the blame on
y'all
Vince.
Like when the fact is given to you, it's a guy who's doing his job.
I am putting. I'm not blaming Roman because
the flavor ice cream.
You can keep repeating it. All
Stop
these
talking about ice cream,
yeah,
Bob.
you can do all these metaphors you want, Bob. I'm not blaming Roman Reigns for doing what his boss tells him. I am blaming his boss for doing this to Roman Reigns and force-feeding it to us. This is not somebody who's getting over like the Warrior. I'm not trying to bring other people in there.
Fuck Vince. Make your argument, fuck Vince.
It is.
It's not.
Yes, but
I called it Roman the Martyr Reigns. I am saying that.
Here's the weirdest part. He's not even on SmackDown. This is bullshit that should be done on Raw.
No, this is because he almost made me get a tattoo. I am calling him Roman the Martyr Reigns, and I'm talking about Vince putting him in all these situations to try and make us give a shit about him.
Honestly going, fucking Vince did this again, then that's when I'll be like, yeah, y'all finally got it.
That's what we've been saying the whole fucking time.
What's wrong with
Roman
wrestling?
Reigns is a character.
You're one of those fucking fans.
Roman Reigns is a character controlled by Vince McMahon. When we reference how much we hate Roman Reigns, it directly correlates to Vince McMahon.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because I just said
it seems like
that
we're beating a dead horse here.
I mean, I'm blaming Vince McMahon and I'm calling Roman his martyr. I don't know how I'm mincing words or you're in Memphis.
Look, Noah says, I hate Darth Vader. I don't hate the actor that played him.
Right. Thank you. That's
a
good way to put it.
That's an easy way to say it. Sure.
Well, yeah, and nobody can argue Darth Vader and Roman, so that's just a good analogy. Good job, Noah.
Darth Vader earned everything he got.
Right, yeah.
He killed all those Padawans on his own.
If I could choke you Darth Vader style and people hated me for it, I could understand.
It's the dumbest shit for y'all to focus this much hatred.
You know what's dumb is that he has 4 years. He has 4 years.
This is my show, and I'm reacting to almost getting a tattoo of him.
An actor.
He has no. You know what? First off, stop. He has a Hall of Fame career in 4 years, and he's about to get over on Braun Strowman as well. Possibly
Taker.
Possibly retire Taker at Mania. Tell me that does not rub you the wrong way. Does that not rub you the wrong way?
That's a Taker decision, and y'all still.
But we're fans, Bob.
Okay, Bob.
This is fan reaction.
Him ending Braun Strowman's reign is not a Taker decision. That's a Vince decision.
Okay, look, keep it in kayfabe, Bob. We are fans. This is a fan reaction, and as fans,
no, and it's a fan reaction that is so sullen and childish that those of us
because it's ruining my product, ruining the product that I enjoy on a weekly basis. It's ruining it.
There
for
is
me.
video of how much it ruined it for me.
Ultimately, what it boils down to is it's sad for me to.
Did you not hear the boos when he came out?
I don't know.
Are you just deaf sometimes in selective memory?
Hearing y'all cry about the dumbest shit over and over and over again when there's so many other things that are good going on.
What?
It's like, shut the fuck up.
People talking about Roman is stealing away from Randy's victory, and they're rightfully upset. I'm definitely upset.
But they're not. They're not. It's crybabies at this point. Hey, everybody. Rob wins.
All right, there we go. He conceded. All right. What does board want to get in this? Or just...
They are all over it. There's 1,000 fucking lines about this one. Roman is the future. Oh, Vince openly said that, says Daniel. Yeah, we said it the other night.
Yeah. That's why we're blaming Vince, even though Bob won't acknowledge that that's what I'm doing.
Then every one of your arguments should be fuck Vince, not fuck Roman.
If Vince says I should love Roman Reigns, I will do what I'm told, says John Cena.
On the very top of my paper, it says Vince determined to do this, and that's what I read a list of. So
Noah says it's because he's being forced down our throats in the main event of the show.
Every week he's standing tall, except for last Raw.
Okay. On Raw, Rob wins. This is bothersome that it's even on fucking SmackDown.
Oh, it's still a wrestling show.
It's because it's my show and I'm reacting to it because this is the time that I'm reacting.
Last night.
It wasn't my time to react.
Now who's butthurt?
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on.
We're just actors playing roles, Bob.
I'm playing a role, and I'm going to move on to a different role. I want to announce Stevie and I are still working on getting it loaded, but we're going to start a heel pool and a pink slip challenge.
Am I?
We're going to pick a wrestler that is you guys just pick it, and we'll keep track of it throughout the year and see how many points you get. Basically, we're still working on the scoring is why it's not up already, but pink slip challenge, we might give you the most points for how many days.
Pink what?
Pink slip challenge.
Okay.
Pink slip.
A little slower next time.
Pink nip challenge. No, pink slip.
Apparently, did Mickey James' boob pop out tonight?
No, I wish.
No.
Somebody said that.
Well, I didn't see it.
We got to go back and watch.
It was a women's match, so I didn't see it.
Well, there you go.
And we're going to do the heel pool. Somebody that we pick is going to go heel. And the points will be determined basically on the shock value of the heel point, but the pink slip challenge will be determined on how long they've been with the company. That's how many points you'll get. And we'll see who just gets the picks right and talk about it throughout the year whenever one of these things happen. We're also going to try and get Kiara in here. She's going to try and cover. We're going to give her 60 seconds to see how it works and just see what happens in 60 seconds of her recapping Total Divas. So that'll be another fun one there. And then, Rob, you've got something on Thursday. What is it?
Oh, we have the weekly takedown. We'll be on our YouTube and on the podcast sites from now on. Where me and Brian are going to talk. Brian's going to call in this week, and I want to let everybody know this. By the way, just because we're all family here. Brian's going to be a little bit more absent for the next 3-4 weeks or so. He's going to be in Virginia a lot, doing some physical therapy, trying to get his hips right. He opted out of the surgery, said he wanted to go physical therapy. So we're rooting for Brian.
Yep.
Keep him in your thoughts, and if you pray, do that, whatever. But think about Brian and all this. But we will be doing our takedown show, talking about what happened not only at TakeOver, but on this week's edition of the NXT show on the WWE Network.
Is that okay with you, Bob, if we wait till then to recap TakeOver? Thanks, Bob.
Hey, there's a question on the board for Bob real quick if you want.
All right, read it.
It says, at Bob, Taker is borderline handicapped, but still did Rumble as to not disappoint Vince. You don't see a problem with that?
Yeah, I mean, he just came off hip surgery, and he had to take a hip bump. When you go over the top rope, your hip hits.
Let Bob answer it.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
Okay.
Even if potentially now he can't walk or has future
Answer the question.
All right. Wow. No rebuttal needed. All right, so...
you want to talk about your weight loss challenge?
Yeah, we got the weight loss challenge going on. Me, Rob, and Brian are going to try and... we're doing it because Brian has the most weight to lose. We're doing it by percentage of body mass lost.
And today I drank nothing but water, and I had a salad, and I had...
and what else did you do, jackass?
Oh, yeah.
You bought some donuts and left them in my chair trying to get me to eat donuts, you fucktard.
Gloves are off, motherfucker.
But anyway, I put those donuts on the wall, and they would sit here for every show.
What the fuck is this? So he's got this fucking gallon of fucking Deer Park water.
I'm going to fucking kick your ass.
I put things up and put them down.
I'm going to kick your ass. Yeah, it's also heavy like a dumbbell. I'm going to beat your ass. I mean, maybe we'll lose to Brian because he's,
Hashtag Adam's definitely getting a Diva shirt.
He's more determined than anything Brian is, so he might win us both, and we just talk shit the whole time because I'm sure Brian's not going to talk shit, so I'm just going to talk shit to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, fatty.
Yeah, you're going to lose.
Okay.
You just look rotund
Bob, you
with
want
your inner tube.
Bob, you want in on this?
Dude, yeah. Any opportunity to lose weight, fuck yeah.
Okay, so the challenge is, Bob,
send in your weigh-in.
Yeah, so what we're doing, just so
Bob's
everybody knows.
Bob's not coming to Mania, though.
Right, well, still, he can be part of this, but what we're doing is the winner gets to pick the loser's shirts that they have to wear to WrestleMania. They have to be wrestling related in some manner, so you can't just, put a Rainbow Bright shirt on somebody or something like that. But we are going to be forced to wear it, the two losers.
So, Bob, if you want in on this, I'm down. I want you to send us a video via text, whatever, a video of you on the scale with the scale numbers for your initial weigh-in. I need evidence.
Okay.
All right, so...
Because anyone who loves Roman the way you do, I don't trust you.
Yeah, and if any of our listeners are as fat fucks like us and want to participate too, chime in.
Get in on the fucking mix, man.
Yeah.
Juan lost 50 fucking pounds.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, Juan and Kiera, you're disqualified because you already lost the weight.
Steve and Medine, they would disintegrate they would evaporate if they lost any more weight.
Sorry, just have a good metabolism.
Fucking
shut up.
Sorry.
It's because he's 60 years old and his bones are starting to shrink.
No, it's because he doesn't eat his dinner. He drinks it. Eventually he's going to trade in his scotch for Ensure. That's all that's going to change in Stevie's life. Oh, I don't eat dinner. I'll just take a couple scotch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all he does.
That's great.
Last call, Medine. Last call.
What?
Last call. It's
Final
thoughts.
You should do me last. I got a little bit here.
All right, I'll do you second to last. It's my show. I go last. Stevie.
I'm just
last call.
Based on what he's got. Yeah, I'll just keep mine short. I guess our award show came and gone. I don't know if we won, but keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we did.
Look it
I
up.
can't see it on my phone. And
we'll check after the show.
Mobile devices won't work. So
WrestlingRadioAwards.com. If you guys want to go check it out real fast.
I'd love to announce it.
I would too.
That's what I was looking for.
I don't want to talk about it because we might lose, and I don't want. I want to act like it never existed.
After we go off the air, you want to play our segment that we did for them, like at the end of the show, or no?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, we got a little thing about the network that we talked about.
Yeah, I submitted it too late, so I don't know if they used it. So
we might as well play it here. But it's just a discussion about the network that we're going to have after the fact. Bob, you ready for last call?
Yeah,
you made it in time.
The last call I have is. I'll just tell you what I had for Glorious. It was the butt promo was so fucking good from Raw. It's still the best thing that happened on SmackDown.
What? Okay. But again, you just yelled at me 10 minutes ago for covering Raw
Exactly,
stuff.
fucking hypocrite.
But and though I do agree, the
tell me
last night.
me that butt promo was not.
We talked about it a lot last night. It was amazing. It was a return to form. I wrote on my piece of paper, Paul Heyman is back.
I loved it. I thought it was a little bit long-winded.
No, when Paul's on a roll, there's no such thing as long-winded.
This is not big enough for me to argue about. So
all right.
It's fine. It's cool.
All right, is that it, Bob? Flush and wipe, you done?
Yep.
All right, last call, Rob. You and the board before me and Medine go.
My last call is after retrospect. So our 6-month anniversary show, we got nice and drunk. Our 1-year anniversary, and that one was a fun show, a really fun one. Our 1-year anniversary show, we all had fun, but you guys certainly did not, apparently.
John Estrada did.
Well, John did.
He did shot for shot with us.
So we're going to wait to do our next drunk show at our 5-year anniversary. So next year, we'll just play some games and have some fun, but we'll keep it definitely a little bit more sobering. Maybe a cocktail or two. No shot challenges.
It was a hard show to be sober and keep up.
Yeah, Bob was only drinking grape soda.
I told Adam that I listened to it today, and I thought to myself, well, if you were one of us listening, you enjoyed it. If you were anybody else, you probably struggled to get through it. So,
yeah, and
there were a couple of times I just pulled the phone away from my face and just stared at it.
You snored. You were fucking snoring at the end.
Dude, we got you snoring.
All right.
Final
thoughts on the board. Let's see here. First, Daniel Price says he lost 80 pounds.
Wow.
He just walked all over town, is what he said.
Wow.
Where do you
stays thin?
Where do you live? Let's see. Last call for Double G Gaming. Looking forward to the Chamber, even though I can't watch it live because I canceled the network because guess what, Bob? Roman. Hope the American Alpha Challenges lead to revival debut.
If you canceled the fucking network because of Roman, stop watching wrestling. You are goddamn useless.
Okay, now here's the deal. I said it yesterday, Bob, and I'll say it one more time. The next day after Rumble, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm the one in the wrong. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't get it. Let me see what other people are saying. So I went to probably 30 podcasts and reaction videos, everybody out there in the wrestling universe, and every single one was like, this is bullshit, absolute bullshit. And I actually watched a video of a guy unsubscribing from the fucking network. Roman is a cancer on this business.
If you're going to watch videos of fat kids crying,
that was not what I was watching. I was watching people who do shows like we do.
You could watch the video of me crying.
I mean, look, I don't have a problem with these guys. I watched like Grimm. Grimm, he had a video, and the guy got up and walked away. What? Why can't you just accept that people hate him? That he is bad
People
for
hate him,
and he is
but
bad. No. He is bad.
It's overblown.
Why
it's the same
can't
shit that we went through with John Cena?
Why can't
He
you
is
admit
bad for business.
Why
John
can't you
Cena
admit
was
he
good
is
for business?
He is bad for this industry. He is going to kill. No. He is a cancer, and he is going to kill this industry.
Bob is one of those people that
He
whenever
is a cancer. Roman Reigns is a cancer on WWE. He is going to kill it.
Settle down. Bob is one of those kids that when he doesn't get invited to the cool kid table, he goes the opposite direction. He'll be that one guy that says this movie was bad, even though everybody else liked it. He'll be the one person to defend Uwe Boll when everybody else throws him under the bus.
Not a contrarian, just a realist.
Just a hypocrite.
Wow. Okay, on the thing. Trollman wants to know what podcast
you
you
all
guys.
right, Rob?
I'm fine.
I was worried you were going to get up.
I'm so tired. Yeah,
dude, you almost had a Jerry Lawler moment.
To the most lethal disease in the world.
His character is a cancer on this industry.
Wow.
It's causing people to unsubscribe and lose money.
Trollman wants to know what podcast we have a beef with, so he can know where to troll. You know, I'll tell you. I'll say it out loud. So it's JD from NY, and it's and it's only because the one show I watched of him, and he just I did. We have a segment from earlier in our show doing this, but. He just was like, you fucking guys, you don't even fucking want to do this, but fucking, you guys pay me when I come on here and talk to you and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, fuck off, dude.
He shit on his fans. He shit on the product. We shit on it trying intentionally when we don't like it, but we give them the props when they do something good. We've marked out a lot this past year.
I don't have a lot of reasons to hate the guy. Just first reaction or first impressions.
Rob's jealous of his subscription.
Well, yeah. I don't know why this guy has fucking,
it is kind of baffling.
63,000 people subscribing and fucking 20,000 watching live.
Or,
I mean, we're better. We're fucking better than him.
Maybe he's not in New York. Maybe he's in Florida with voter fraud.
I don't know. We're fucking better than him, and it pisses me off. So that's who it is. So if I don't want to start a war, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Dana Price, I have a submission for WWE. Dear Vince, fuck you.
There you go.
Final thoughts on the board. Looking for Dana Price. People that apologize over Reigns and Cena need to understand that most of us already did this shit. It was called Hulk Hogan. We get it. Vince does not. All right.
And that's the reality of it is Vince doesn't get it.
John Estrada, and then we'll do Hitman, and then we'll do Noah. John Estrada, as a smart mark, I understand Vince's decision about Roman. I agree with everything Bob is saying as a fan. As a fan, I hate having Roman shoved down my throat, and I agree with the rest. Hitman, AJ looks lonely without the title, makes me a little sad. And finally, Noah, we'll do Noah and Steven, I'm sorry. Noah, Revival, get your talented asses on SmackDown. We need you. Bray needs to win the Rumble. Orton and Cena would bomb like their match at Rumble 14. Where the crowd shit on is the whole time marry me, Becky. Okay.
You read like you're hooked on phonics.
No,
there.
you should see what he's typed. It's not me. It's what I'm reading their fucking words.
Oh, they're bad.
No punctuation.
John Estrada made a good point. Like, I understand what they're doing with Roman, but as a fan, if we're so against it, I don't know why we're being force-fed it. And if people are so revolting, that's what I don't get. And it's Vince's fault, and I don't blame the man, but I agree with everybody else.
Final thoughts for Stephen Lopez.
But that's not the way it comes across.
Well, you know what?
It is the way from me.
Side of this product, and there's
and this is bad for business. You can't defend that this is good for business.
Is just
it's not good for
tell me just demanding.
Can you just say that it's good for business?
Just say, is it good for business, Bob?
Just answer that. Is this good for business?
People are leaving
a lot of money off
people
of it.
are leaving. No, they're not. No, they're not.
A lot of shirts.
People are leaving the network like rats on a sinking ship.
They are selling a lot of shirts.
Wait, they are.
Wait, Bob.
It's one of those things where
he doesn't draw as a main event.
Rob,
he doesn't draw as a main event.
Rob, take a Valium.
People don't want to see him in a main event.
You are so mad about some shit you can't control.
Well, here's the thing, Bob. I'm not going to dispute you with the merchandise. That's obvious and it's booked. What also is obvious and what also is fact is that when he was champ and when he kept getting over, everybody was unsubscribing and people had put videos up on it. Also, the ratings were down every time. So there's
y'all want to
proof.
act like that's the majority. There's over 1 million subscribers.
No. What we're saying though is that any people you lose and alienate, if you alienate your fans, then that is bad for business.
You were trying to punch through a steel wall now.
So can you say that just because a T-shirt sales, it's good for business is your only argument for it being good for business?
As long as Vince is making a lot of money off of them, yeah, y'all's argument is moot.
Okay. You're entitled to that point.
Not selling out tickets.
No, that's not an opinion.
No, that is an opinion. It's not a fact. No,
I just read you
You
facts.
do not make a profit off the fucking T-shirts in there. Just because he's selling T-shirts to kids and fucking women does
That's
not
only a
mean
small
he's a
percentage.
profit driver. If you bill him
so
as
mad.
if you bill him as a main
You're
event,
so mad.
I'm mad because you're being hard-headed here.
All right.
You're mad because I'm not agreeing with you. Because from a business perspective, you're wrong.
I'm not.
Anyway,
I'm fucking not.
Let's move on.
You
Let's
are.
move on.
Final thoughts.
You guys
from
are
Stephen
fucking oil and water.
Stephen Lopez. Final thoughts. WWE should do a match labeled "Boobies and Booties," in which Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch fights Bayley and Alexa Bliss. Have a good night, y'all.
Can I just say this? It's a good thing we're doing this weight loss challenge because you're going to have a fucking heart attack, and the slimmer you are, the better it is for you to recover.
I'll get so mad.
Medine, last call.
All right, everybody, shut up.
We'll try to keep it without all the pauses.
The champ is here.
There you go.
The last time the champ was here, the president was black. So how do we end up with this orange motherfucker now who's setting us back?
Ooh.
Won the popular, but lost the electoral. That must have felt like a Ric Flair chop to the pectorals.
Vice versa.
No, he's doing
It
Hillary.
rhymes.
You won't
Hillary,
see
you
me
think.
resting on my laurels. I'm grinding my ass off. If you ask me, they need to drop the kayfabe a little bit more on Smack Talk. On Sunday, I walked the walk down that long aisle. Word to Shinsuke, I'm a sensei when it comes to strong style. The Zim finally called in. I didn't even have to rap for him. And a round of applause for AJ. Everybody should clap for him. When it comes to this rap forum, I'm on top of the platform. Only time I seen a dickhead bigger than Adam was when I was watching black porn. And these days, I could care less if I could get some fucking heat. If this were Rawsome, they would have forgot to give me a production sheet. I'll be surprised if me and Stevie don't share at least one answer. And the way these guys smoke, someone's gonna die from lung cancer. What? You thought I was gonna be all measured and humble? Shit, me and AJ's the only reason anyone will remember the Rumble. With the exception of Colonel Bobby, who gave it a B+. Fuck you, Bob. Up yours. You could suck on these nuts. Number 16 just tied me with Nate. Yo, Medine, talking to the mic, you're a fucking disgrace.
Wow. All right.
For now.
Oh.
It looks like I'm in the main event against my old rival. But what happens when I walk out of the chamber, a door with no title? I guess you'll have to wait and see if you could see me at Mania. Now, excuse me, I got to adjust the attitude on Nikki's labia. Recognize.
Crescendo.
Wow.
What did you want, Rob? You said you had something
there,
important.
a few people asked before we close out if you had already gone through the table, and I just want to say that we're still going to do it, but because of the whole Brian being out with the physical therapy,
we want Brian there.
We want him to be there. So it may be a few weeks before we do it, but we will be doing it.
Coaching.
We just want to make sure that we're all in attendance to watch that beautiful, glorious moment.
Well, because Brian, just like Roman he just needs the help to do the power bomb. So Stevie and Rob are going to lift me up. Hopefully I'll be a little lighter by then, and then they'll shield style me through the table.
Daniel Price says, Trump shits on American dreams. He dumped the melting pot. Someone call Val Venus to nail that motherfucker with a money shot.
Oh,
all right.
Hey.
All right.
He included some wrestling. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. So everybody good? I'm going to do my last call. My last call is very simple tonight. I don't like the fact that I got 2 go-home shows. I say 2 because I know that next week is an actual go-home show. I don't like that SmackDown is kind of treated like the redheaded stepchild. Stevie, you know what that's like. Because basically every time there's a big 4 pay-per-view, SmackDown has to reveal or play their hand a little early so that they can get a little bit of hype because they only have 2 weeks after these big ones to do their show, and Raw always has a full month to set up their rivalries. It's like they're kind of setting them up to fail in a little bit because they're not giving them time. At least if you did 3 weeks and 3 weeks, both shows would whatever. I know you got to spread it out, but you can spread it out a little better than 2 weeks after SummerSlam, then 2 weeks after Survivor Series, and 2 weeks after Rumble is when SmackDown is getting their pay-per-views. It is really tough to, in the land of opportunity, so to speak, to put these guys over and give them some credibility for that opportunity. I mean, Naomi, for 2 weeks we see pins. Does that mean we all legitimately forget all the botches and think that she's gonna get the title? I mean, I don't know what I expect. I'm more excited about Becky versus Mickie James, and that's not even been announced, but I think that's gonna happen. Maybe they pull a takeover and put women 4-way. I don't know. They get lazy all the time and throw a bunch of women in a match. Why not do it again? My point being is that Chambers' card is looking weak, but it's looking weak because it's had no time to develop. And I get that the main event, you've had these guys intertwined all the time. Miz, Ambrose, Bray, AJ, Cena, Corbin, in various combinations. Every one of them has worked together in some dynamic. So you've built that storyline, but why would I watch the Chamber for anything but that Chamber match? I might get excited if it's a good match of what should be a match, Randy and Luke. I can see that being something. But otherwise, I don't give a shit about anything else they're going to put on this card because they put everybody I care about, all their eggs in one basket, and they only had 2 weeks of build-up. That's my final point. I mean, next week's go-home show is probably going to be like this one, and that's why SmackDown's pay-per-views, even though some SmackDowns have been better than Raw, clearly, we've all agreed on that, there's not been one SmackDown pay-per-view that's even sniffed the Raw pay-per-views.
I agree with that. Sure.
So, I mean, that's the issue. And, you know, all you got to do is push it back one more week, and then you don't have 2 go-home shows back-to-back, one where you book the matches and one where you go home. You have a middle one where you can sell these rivalries. They had to announce 2 matches tonight already. Rumble was 2 days ago. It's bad booking.
Yeah.
Just by date, not even by the cards.
Okay.
So, anything more come through on the board?
No. We just whenever you're ready, I'll play the clip we were going to play.
What'd you say, Bob?
Hey, did y'all cover? I'm watching Talking Smack. It just occurred to me there were 6 tag teams in that melee tonight. Do you think they'll do another tag team chamber, or did you already cover that?
We did not cover that. That would be way better than the tag team turmoil idea that they seemingly are set up. The thing is, Bob, and we did talk about this, is they've buried all those guys. It's hard for us to think that any of them are legitimate contenders. Even tonight,
I mean, it's like the Usos, who are probably the most legitimate tag team, even more so than American Alpha. They seemed like an afterthought. It seemed like they were maybe going to do a heel turn for American Alpha, and then there was a fight, and then the fight stopped. It was weird. It just occurred to me there were 6 teams.
Yeah, they've forgotten about all these teams, and now they're trying to get us to remember them again. Like I said, they have 2 weeks to build up a card, and they've ignored the tag division for months. They were in Lumberjack match last week, but that was it.
Right.
Otherwise, we haven't seen them. And, I mean, Zack Ryder's the best guy in that tag division, and he's on the shelf.
What happened to Mojo Rawley? Now he's out of the picture.
They didn't even try to give him a partner. I think they should have had, like, him and Kane show up, you know, and be, I don't know, fuck it. Just throw them together. It's better than Zack Ryder.
Right.
Jack Swagger is what I was trying to say. Okay. Anyway, we got a clip.
Oh, no, they just announced it. That just got announced on Talking Smack.
It's a chamber?
It is. It's a chamber.
A tag chamber.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll save something. If not, it'll eat up more time on their card. They've only done one before. It was okay. It could be interesting.
It was bad. It was bad.
So anyway, I'm going to segue this at the end of the show. We got a clip coming up that we submitted for our wrestling awards. Basically just a clip kind of promoting us. But we're given a handful of topics to choose from. We thought this one was the best. It's talking about the network. So stay tuned and just close out and kind of listen to it. We'll be back next week. Of course, Rob is here on Thursday for Takedown, and then Monday for Rawsome, and then we'll be back for Smarkdown on Tuesday. Same Smark time, same Smark channel.
Transmission from Marked Out Wrestling Podcast begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin broadcast.
All right, guys, it's Brody Rob here with the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. You can hear us on Monday night after Raw with our Rawsome show, after SmackDown on Tuesday nights with our Smarkdown show. With me, I have Steve Awesome.
How you doing?
Kiera is in the house. There you go. Brian the Heavy. What's up, guys? And Adam Baum.
Welcome.
We're doing a little segment here, a little conversation, and the topic being, what are the best shows on the WWE Network, followed by what should be added, what should they stop producing, what should be taken away, and what would make it better, and what would warrant a price increase beyond that $9.99. So, Adam, and talk about our favorite shows. I know my favorite show on the network is going to be the Edge and Christian show.
And my favorite show would be that if there weren't one other show on the network, and that being NXT. That is clearly the best show on the network. If you want to count shows, you have to count that because we can't see it anywhere else.
That's a great point. It's a great point when it comes to wrestling content on the show. I guess NXT definitely takes the cake.
Yeah, but if you count like not wrestling,
Just
you're
the
right.
produced shows.
Yeah, Edge and Christian there. I do like that they're doing some other things. I think they need to incorporate a lot more, maybe, partnerships, if you will.
Yeah.
And basically those guys can pay to be on the network, get some endorsements or whatever to WWE. Now they can show their product on there. Vince, he's always bragged about having open competition. This would be the way, and you could support it. You could bring Ring of Honor to all these fans who are illegally downloading it. Now you can charge a few bucks more because it's on the network. You want to talk about price increase? You get more content, more shows, more
Adding to the
things
library is always a good thing.
You guys were bragging about that NXT show you saw locally. Imagine if you could have seen that on the network around the country, because I'm sure they've done it in other places.
Well, I don't like the idea of bringing in house shows because, again, house shows have a unique feel because they are not being videoed.
Well, I guess that's a good point.
But yes, as far as content, I mean, you get the tournaments are really good, and NXT obviously is the best live content on there.
It might be better than SmackDown and Raw.
Right. Now, and I personally haven't really watched a lot of the Table for Three or the JBL shows, a few here and there. I don't know if Kiera or Brian, if you guys have ever watched those Table for Threes or the Ride-Alongs. Or,
oh, yeah.
And
Ride-Along is one that they could get away with.
Okay.
To answer the question, I mean, for me, hands down, it's been CWC and the tournaments. You want to talk about them expanding and, making the network more profitable. Keep introducing us to all these guys. They just had the UK tournament, and now the whole universe is open to all these new just faces that we haven't seen before. And I mean, the cruiserweight division. Now we have an entire division that was just based off of just this one.
And we're going to have the women coming up.
Right
here
now, we have the women, and you can just keep going on. You can do tag team, you can do heavyweight. I mean,
and whole different types of move sets that we've never seen before, and people are falling in love with them. Yeah, it's just a great thing.
And not needing to own the old DVDs, you can just queue it up at any time you want with a remote control. I mean, that part of the content I like too.
Yeah, so a lot of good content. They are doing things well there. Edge and Christian, like I said, a good one. If I had to remove anything, and I'll tell you why, I would take away the story time. And here's why. If you're not going to do it right, don't do it. Don't give me a PG, watered-down version. You know what we want. We want the hardcore, the Ric Flair stories and the
like 3
Albert
out of
stories.
25 were good.
Michael P.S. Hayes, real. We want the real ones.
Maybe if they did like a segmented type of format where, kids under 17 wouldn't be able to see this content, that kind of option.
Well, they do. They have parental controls, and they have shows like
I guess you can still do it that way.
They put the rating at the front of every show and the warning.
The cartoon they do on there.
Camp WWE.
Camp WWE.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
That's adult humor like a mofo.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's not quite Brickleberry, but it is the WWE's version of it.
It's very close. And it's I think Seth Green produces that show.
Yeah. Oh, so that makes sense. Robot Chicken.
Yeah, so I think you're right there. I think if we get some other content, not TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan probably won't do it, but we are getting the UK stuff in, so that's one pipeline.
We're getting a lot more indies, and we're getting a lot more wrestling that we haven't seen before.
The big challenge, I think, is not so much in increasing the price or increasing the content. It's keeping them, because you keep tugging on all these strings.
Yeah.
You want to keep these subscribers. People, like last night, we saw a lot of people unsubscribe because Roman was number 30 in the Rumble.
Yeah.
They didn't even wait to see the end. They unsubscribed right then and there.
I was about to say, as far as what would warrant a price increase, pay-per-views used to be $50, $60.
Oh, yeah, the big four were.
Yeah, well, and most of them were still, $39 or $40.
Oh, yeah. The shitty ones were $40.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a value now. So you could make the argument, well, I'm giving you archive and the pay-per-views, I'm going to charge you $20 a month. Yeah, you would still save if you're a wrestling fan. But if you're going to, like you just said, if you're going to be pushing people like Roman Reigns the way you've been doing it, shoving people down our throat, then no. $20
I'm not paying $20 to go back and see that.
Yeah.
Right. I'd have to upgrade their streaming service too, and the way it's searchable database, there's different formats, and it's kind of a scrambled up mess.
Who wants to go back and see Triple H, one of the greatest wrestlers in history, unable to carry Roman at Mania?
Yeah.
Who wants to go back and see that?
And to Steve's point there is that, another thing about the network, if I want to pay $20, I don't want a different format on every single medium I'm playing it on. Because the Roku is different from the Android TV. Android is different from the Xbox. Xbox different from PlayStation. Some of them have...
Xbox is much easier to go chapter to chapter.
Say some have chapter to chapter, some don't. Some of them, if you want to rewind the live, it takes you back an hour.
Oh, yeah. And some of them, when you go on the network and you get the play from beginning, it will not do anything but live.
Frustrating.
And sometimes we've queued up 205 live, and it's ended up being some Renee Young show.
Yeah. So I guess point is, if you want me to spend $20, 1, make me love your product more. 2, get rid of some of the bad content. 3, get a standard format for every different medium.
I think Ride Along's got to go with on the chopping block when you're talking about shows. That one, they're not unhinged. They're not. It's just like story time. They're not talking for real.
Yeah, everything they're doing is there's a microscope over everything,
and they're still in character most of the time in Ride Along. That's what I hate about it.
One thing in particular I would like for the network to add is more access for the big pay-per-views, especially like in particular for WrestleMania. There's the pre-show.
They do it after the fact.
But no, what she's saying, no, she's right here. What you want to go?
I was expecting a lot of like live access footage at last year's WrestleMania. They had announced somewhere like I think on WWE app that there was going to be like access or WrestleMania access for the network. But the only thing that really came on was just like the NXT pay-per-view for that.
And plus all they show is a little promo of everybody, all the fans
that's all
doing
it is.
access.
It's just if they do have any footage, it's just recap after week recap of all the the storylines that have taken place.
Yeah, they should give real access. You're right.
They teased it being live for 3-4 days, and it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So get your ducks in a row. I'll spend more money.
Especially
Otherwise,
like that pre-show stuff. If they want to do that long ass pre-show for Mania, show us what's happening back there.
You want to start a pre-show at 5 o'clock? Give me something that I really want to watch.
Yeah, and you know they set up a ring during the experience, and some of the lesser known NXT guys have matches.
They have live matches.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I want to see that.
That's a little different than the house show. And I mean, because last year we sat through 3-hour pre-show, and the only thing worth a fuck was Miz dogging on Corey Graves not being able to wrestle anymore, and nothing came of that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. And the 2017 Wrestling Radio Awards show will be back after a quick timeout.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at URecord Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out URecord on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.